Joehoul here with all the scavenging locations in the Parch Moon region of Gutgash's territory. I'm going to start on the first one here down in the southeast corner of the zone. It's a little shanty town. First piece of scrap is just on your right as you start to enter it. You will have to fight a few guys coming into it, but I always edit out any of the fighting and I speed up any of the just walking around looking for objectives. Second piece of scrap is just inside, underneath the awning that all the cages are hanging around. You can climb up top, follow the stairs, up a ladder. You'll find your third piece of scrap on that floor. That's the final piece of scrap. Next scavenging location is just to the west. You'll have to use your harpoon to pull the ladder down.
I'm going. Wait here.
And then once you're up the ladder, I believe it's just a single history relic, right? Yep. Oh, he's killing himself. This next one is all the way to the west side. Still in the south area. You'll have to start at the top of the cliff and climb down it. And edge your way along the walls, where you'll find your first piece of scrap. Then you can hop on up, pry open this lockbox for your second piece of scrap, and that's that. Now we're heading northwest. This guy's just out in the flatlands up against a rock. Find the first piece of scrap in the tent. And the second piece of scrap was hidden under a cardboard box for me. First piece of scrap you'll find that this guy is in a lockbox. You can pry it open. And the second piece is just right over here in this little hut. Heading to the north, the northwest corner of the zone. You'll find a piece of scrap inside of a shipping container, and at the back of the shipping container will be a history relic. More text. Thank you for your loyalty. Now we're heading up into the little northern peninsula of this area. You'll find a shipping container with a lockbox in it. When you pry that guy open, it'll have one piece of scrap. That's the whole zone. Let's head slightly to the northeast. It's the northernmost scavenging location. You have to make your way up this cliff. At the very top, you'll find a piece of scrap and a history relic, located in a pretty great view. It'd be nice to just have a chair up on a cliff like that.
Everyone lost everything. Eventually.
Now we're heading to a bit southeast. You'll have to pull the door off of this shipping container. There'll be a piece of scrap right out in front of the shipping container. I believe a history relic. Oh no, it's a scrap pallet. So a bunch of cash. There's also a hood ornament right behind it, so don't forget that guy. Heading south from there, we're gonna go to this zone where there's one piece of scrap. It's in this old boat. Just gotta climb out the side and drop down in the middle of it. And there she be. Moving a bit southwest, we're directly west of the Vantage outpost.
Stay. Guard the car.
You'll find your first piece of scrap, well, the only piece of scrap right up against the side of the boat. And then once you've climbed in and dropped down, You have to fight some guys. You'll see I edited that out. A bunch of corpses just appeared at my feet. And you head backwards from there, and you'll find a project part for the water storage at Gutgash's stronghold. Now we're heading to the vantage outpost just to the east of where we were. I never know if these count, but I include them in scavenging locations just because they have items associated with them. So you have to blow your way into this door. Once you're in, you'll find a history relic on the right, some girl's
They had
birthday,
something, but now it's gone.
and right beside it, a piece of scrap.
It's gone no matter how
that's
much
the
they
whole
love to
location.
hide it or big it.
Now we're heading a bit southeast from there. You have to start where I have my guy on the map, but we're heading in towards the scavenging location that I marked at the end there. You just have to go in through this little tunnel. You'll find a pile of
Don't
corpses
strike.
with a piece of scrap right in the middle of
I will
it.
protect your saint. But don't be long. Please.
Now we're heading to the scavenging location east of that one. Just gotta follow the road there. It's up through this gap in the rocks. You'll find this little town of awnings. The first piece of scrap right there in the middle. The second piece of scrap over on the right. And head a bit south of there. I'll have to head up into this little cavern. You'll find a little area you can sneak through. And you just keep following the path, keep on sneaking through where you can. And eventually you'll get up, find an area with a piece of scrap in it. That's the whole place. Now we're heading west.
Savages. And hard.
This guy's first piece of scrap is just right over here on the right, in the biggest building with the hubcaps hanging in it. The second piece of scrap is directly behind that in a lockbox. Just gotta pry it open. Now we're coming to one that'll be a bit harder. This is located in the very furthest southwest tip. It's got 4 pieces of scrap in it, and the way you get it is actually by picking up a side quest in Gastown. It's from a lady who tells you that you can find a cool car there, and that's the only way that the door becomes breakable and usable. So you'll have to smash that door down. You see I already broke it. And then once you're in, you'll see there's the car she wanted you to pick up. You're gonna go right past that, down this hallway. Oh, sorry. First, there's a piece of scrap in this lockbox, I guess, right beside the car. So don't forget that guy. The other 3 are in these caves right past the car. When you walk down the end of this one, you'll be able to see 2 immediately. And the third one shouldn't be far. Yep, there on the left. And that's everything for that location. So that's it all for Parch Moon of Gutgash's territory. Thanks for watching.
Tell them to subscribe! Point somewhere for them to click, Birdie! Oh my god, click this!